Hi friends, good morning to all. This is Monish back here and welcome to today's Hindu Diary editorial analysis. So the good news is that today IBPS clerk notification has been released with around 10,000 plus vacancies. So IBPS clerk has been released with over 10,000 plus vacancies. So and in this IBPS clerk, English is the scoring subject. So don't skip the editorial at all because you would be scoring many marks from this vocabulary by daily listening or spending 20 minutes with me. So make sure to spend the time properly with me and have a proper revision so that you can get a unfair advantage. You can get unfair advantage with this. So, without any further delay in time, let us get into the today's editorial analysis. And I want to thank I want to thank you all for your support. And just because of your support, we have completed a 1 month of continuous live. So now let us move on to new month and prepare it with the same zeal and enthusiasm. So moving on to the first word on the screen, we have sagacious. The first word we have is sagacious. Sagacious is an adjective. Sagacious is an adjective and sagacious means televigala, witty or intelligent. So showing keen mental discre- discernment and good judgment or being wise. Showing keen mental discernment and good judgment or being wise is sagacious. Coming to the synonyms, we have wise, insightful, or witty. Wise, insightful, or witty are the synonyms for sagacious. Now, moving on to the antonyms, we have foolish, unwise. Foolish and unwise. Example: his sagacious decisions helped the company avoid several potential crises. So, his wise decisions helped the company to avoid any losses. Now, moving on to the next word, we have base king. Next word we have is base king. It is a verb. It means సంతోషాన్ని ఆస్వాదించడం. సంతోషాన్ని ఆస్వాదించడం. So, to take great pleasure or derive enjoyment from something. Also, to lie exposed to warm and light is also called as basking. Synonyms are reveling and delighting. Reveling and delighting are the synonyms for basking. Coming to the antonyms, we have suffering, shivering. Suffering and shivering. So, basking generally means to take the pleasure or enjoyment from something. To get satisfied with something is basking, and opposite of it is suffering and shivering. Example: she was basking in the glory of her recent promotion. She was basking in the glory of her recent promotion. It means that she was taking the pleasure from the promotion, from the recent promotion she had got. Now moving on to the next word, we have scupper. The next word we have is scupper. It is both a noun as well as a verb. Noun as well as a verb. And scupper means నాశనం చేయడం or అడ్డుకోవడం. To ruin or destroy something or like an obstacle. To ruin or prevent something from happening. To ruin or prevent something from happening is called as scupper. Now coming to the synonyms of scupper, we have ruin, thwart or destroy. Now moving on to the antonyms, we have assist, support, aid. All these come as antonyms, which mean helping something. Example: the sudden rainstorm scuppered our plans for a picnic. So the sudden rainstorm has damaged our plans for a picnic. Now moving on to the next word, we have hubristic. The next word on the screen we have is hubristic. It is an adjective, and hubristic means ahankara puritamaina. Ahankara puritam, filled with ego. So excessively proud or self-confident in an arrogant or overbearing way. So excessively proud or being arrogant can be termed as hubristic. It can be termed as hubristic. Synonyms are arrogant, conceited, self-centered, or egoistic. Egoist. Antonyms are humble, modest, come as antonyms, being down to the earth. Example, his hubristic attitude eventually led to his downfall. His hubristic attitude. Hubristic attitude in the sense proud or arrogant attitude eventually led to his downfall. So we must remember that how much ever we grow in our life, we should never be arrogant because of our life status. We must be down to the earth and move on happily. And next we have dizzy. Next word on the screen is dizzy. It is a noun. And dizzy means Gandhargolam. Dizzy means Gandhargolam, chaos. A state of nervous excitement or confusion is called as dizzy. A state of nervous excitement or confusion. Synonyms are fluster, agitation, chaos. Antonyms are calm, composure. Antonyms are calm and composure. Not being any excitement or confused. Being calm. Example, she got into a dizzy after realizing she had missed her flight. She got into a dizzy. She got into a nervous excitement after she understood that she had missed her flight. Next we have laudable. The next word on the screen is laudable. Laudable is an adjective, and laudable means prasamsaniyamaina. Prasamsaniyamaina, which can be appreciated. So deserving praise or commendation. Deserving praise or commendation is called as laudable. Synonyms are admirable, commendable. Admirable and commendable also mean something which deserves praise. Then antonyms are disgraceful and condemnable. Disgraceful and condemnable. And coming to the example, we have her efforts to clean up the neighborhood were laudable and inspired others to join. So she kept her efforts in cleaning the neighborhood, which deserves to be praised, and inspired others to join. So if you observe this carefully, synonyms of laudable are commendable. Commendable means which can be praised. And here antonyms we have condemnable. Condemnable means which is not to be praised, is condemnable. So make sure to have the difference between these two, commendable and condemnable. And now moving on to the next word, we have grueling. Moving on to the next word we have is grueling. It is an adjective, and grueling means katina siksha. Grueling means katina siksha. Extremely tiring and demanding. Extremely tiring and demanding is grueling. Synonyms are exhausting, punishing. Exhausting and punishing are the synonyms of grueling. Antonyms easy and effortless. Easy and effortless are the antonyms for gruel. Example, Divya won a tournament after grueling knockout competition. So Divya won the tournament after a grueling knockout competition. So here Divya is referred as Divya Deshmukh. Divya Deshmukh, who won the recent chess tournament after grueling. Grueling in the sense extremely tiring knockout competition with Koneru Hampi. So after knocking out Konero Hampi, Divya has won the chess tournament. Now moving on to the next word, we have adept. The next word on the screen we have is adept, which is an adjective. Adept means pravinyam gala. Pravinyam gala. Very skilled or proficient at something is called as adept. So if you want to ask someone what is their proficiency, you can just ask them what is your adept. So synonyms are proficient, expert, expertise. Antonyms unskilled, inept. So the antonym of adept is inept, not having any skills. Example, only students with access to proper computers become adept at using technology. So the example sentence is only students with access to proper computers become skillful at using the technology. So moving on to the next word, we have stark. Next word on the screen is stark, which can be used as both adjective or an adverb. Stark can be used as adjective or an adverb, and stark means తేటగా స్పష్టంగా ఉండే తేటగా స్పష్టంగా ఉండే దాన్ని మనం స్టార్క్ అని అంటాము. Harsh, clear and easily noticeable, often unpleasantly. So harsh, clear and easily noticeable, which is unpleasantly so. Synonyms are absolute, blunt, absolute and blunt. And coming to the antonyms, we have vague and mild. Antonyms we have vague and mild. Example sentence: the wealth difference between the kaffir and the car owner is stark and undeniable. So the wealth difference, the money difference between the kaffir and the car owner is stark and undeniable. And moving on to the next word, we have permeate. The next word we have is permeate, which is a verb. It means వ్యాపించడం, spreading across. To spread through or penetrate something. To spread through or penetrate something is called as permeate. So generally we have the word permit. Permit means allowing something and permeate means spreading through. Synonyms are infiltrate, diffuse. Infiltrate and diffuse are synonyms for permeate. Antonyms confine, block. Confine and block means to prevent something or to make it not happen. Coming to the example, the inequality continues to permeate every aspect of urban and rural life in India. So the inequality continues to spread across every aspect of urban and rural life in India. And we have successfully completed the vocabulary part, and now moving on to the one word substitutions. The first word on the screen we have is reparation. The first word is reparation. Reparation means compensation for a wrong or damage done. Compensation for a wrong or damage done. So if you had ordered something on Amazon or any other services but the delivery date was wrong, you can go ask them for a reparation. It means compensation. Compensation means something given for a wrongdoing or something bad happened to us. Because the delivery date was today and it was delivered tomorrow, we can ask for a reparation. And the next word we have is meritorious. The next word is meritorious. It means deserving praise or reward or commendable. So in today's vocabulary we also got a word which is similar in meaning to meritorious. It is laudable. So laudable, meritorious means which deserves the praise, which needs to be appreciated or rewarded, and is commendable, is meritorious. Moving on to the next one word substitute, we have decamp. The word is decamp, and decamp means to leave suddenly or secretly often to avoid trouble. So we do generally know the meaning of camp. Camping in a sense, moving out somewhere and taking a shelter over there. And here D gives us a negative sense. Decamp means to leave or suddenly, to leave secretly or suddenly, often to avoid trouble, can be termed as decamp. And the final one word substitute we have Christian. The final one word substitute is Christian, and it means to give a name to someone or something, often during a ceremony. To give a name to someone or something, often during a ceremony, can be termed as Christian. So we have completed the one word substitute part as well. Now moving on to the idioms and phrases. The first idiom on screen, get a grip. The first idiom is get a grip. Get a grip means keep or recover one's self control. To keep or recover one's self control can be termed as get a grip. He got a grip means he somehow recovered his self control. And next idiom, play your cards right. Play your cards right. And play your cards right mean to do things in an intelligent and well planned way. To do things in an intelligent and well planned way is playing your cards right. And the next idiom, a night owl. Next idiom is a night owl. It means someone who prefers to be awake and active at night. So, someone who prefers to be awake and active at night can be termed as night owl. Some of our friends, we may observe that they are most active at night and gloomy in the morning. So, we can call them as night owls. And the next idiom, a whole new ball game. A whole new ball game. It means a completely different situation. A completely different situation can be called as a whole new ball game. And moving on to the final idiom, we have between a rock and a hard place. Between a rock and a hard place. It means faced with two equally undesirable alternatives. So, some of the related idioms we have between devil and deep blue sea. So, here we have a person, here there is a devil, here we have the deep blue sea. So, in between devil and deep blue sea means confused. So, you can't choose an option, right? You can't go near a devil or you can't go into the deep blue sea. So, it means when you are in a state of confusion, then we can say between the devil and the deep blue sea. Similarly, between a rock and hard place mean a person is there between a rock and a hard place. Let's assume a wall. So between rock and a hard place mean faced with two equally undesirable alternatives. He can neither go near a rock or nor go to the wall. So faced with two equally undesirable. So make sure undesirable alternatives is called as between a rock and a hard place. Now let us see some of the previously asked questions related to today's vocabulary. So SSC CGL Tier 2 2020, choose the synonym of the word meritorious. Choose the synonym of the word meritorious. So commendable, which can be praised, is commendable and not condemnable. So make sure to be knowing the difference between these two options. Commendable means which can be praised and condemnable means which is to be blamed. Next, SSC CGL Tier 1 2021. Select the word most similar in meaning to stark. So what is the synonym of stark? So we have blunt. Stark generally means harsh, clear. Harsh, clear can be called as blunt. And the next question we have from SSC CGL Tier 2 2018. A person who stays late up at night is called as. A person who stays up late at night is called as a night owl. So someone who is active and enthusiastic at night is a night owl. And the next one, choose the one word for to leave suddenly or secretly, often to avoid trouble. To leave suddenly or secretly to avoid trouble is decamp. So option A is the right one. So that's it for today's class. Hope you enjoyed the session. If you did enjoy the session, make sure to click on the like button and subscribe my channel for more editorial videos. And also don't forget to join the channel English with Technical Monish on Telegram as well, because you'll be getting all the access to PDFs and quizzes over there. So make sure to join that, and don't forget to apply for IBPS clerk, because it has 10,000 plus notifications released, and you will be having an you will have unfair advantage if you follow this channel regularly and practice these words regularly. So don't forget to join this channel and subscribe this, and also always keep practicing this vocabulary, because if without any good practice, whatever you learnt will be wasted in vain. So make sure to apply for IBPS clerk and just spend daily 20 minutes with me at the early morning and become a master at vocabulary. So see you guys in tomorrow's class. Till then, keep watching English with Technical Monish, and thank you for your support. And we have completed this 1 month of vocabulary classes live regularly. So we'll hope to complete this August month also in a clear and easy way. So thank you for watching English with Technical Monish.